What up? Last video we did went crazy. If you missed it, check it out right here. Because of that, I wanted to get out and get into the streets to show you guys opportunities that you may not be taking advantage of to get onto the property ladder in an affordable fashion. So that's the purpose of this video. No more talk. Let's get into it. This is the type of neighborhood you'll be looking at if you want to not have a homeowner association, HOA. There's pros and cons to that, but the goal of this drive-through is just for you to get an idea of what that opportunity might look like. So as I mentioned, there's pros and cons to HOAs. Some of the pros that come to my mind is the preservation of the value of the home because of the controls that the board has in areas like structural improvements. Another pro could potentially be that there's amenities on the property that you have access to. And then there's some sense of conflict resolution. So those are some of the pros of being in an HOA. Cons, very restrictive. If you want to do some things that you don't want to have to ask anybody about, that's something that you really need to understand. That's a con. But when it comes to affordability, this is another cost, a dollar amount, that if you can find the right neighborhood, you don't have to deal with. Let's get back into the video. Most of these neighborhoods are going to be 40 to 50 years old, and a lot of the homeowners here are going to be transitioning out. So there's a natural turnover of every neighborhood. This is a great starter neighborhood where you can come in, use the available loan programs, down payment assistance, and the rehab programs that are available, and come in and get a heck of a deal. There's several programs available, from conventional government programs, FHA, VA, USDA. This neighborhood wouldn't qualify for USDA, but there are some neighborhoods that are within a city that qualify if they meet certain economic indicators. So don't sleep on USDA. These are the neighborhoods and income price points that are going to offer a lot of those types of programs. So there's plenty of options. I'm just showing you this video so you can step outside the box and make sure that whoever you choose as your lending and realtor partner, that you guys are all working together to maximize your first time getting into a home or getting onto the property ladder, because when done right, it's a beautiful thing. Let's get back into the video. Within the city that's growing, have access to schools, shopping, a lot of the amenities that are not available to those that are buying new and having to go out further because you might not have an eye for what's going on. So smaller homes, starter homes. But again, these are homes that I always advise those folks that I have the opportunity to work with. These are builders for your portfolio, meaning whenever you move up or move out, a lot of times you can keep these homes in your portfolio, and they do very well as rental properties. Let me turn down this street and show you the house that I was showing somebody the other day. As I get ready to wrap up this video, I looked at this property a couple of weeks ago for a client. This gives you a feel of what some of these older homes look like. Perfect for single person, even a family with maybe a small child that understands the potential. So check out the video. Guys, this is what you're looking at. If you like to buy in affordable areas, you're gonna have to start thinking about older properties. This home here was built in the 70s, and so it's a smaller footprint. Here's the kitchen, but doable, right? if you're looking to get onto the property ladder. This is how houses used to look. This used to be the carport that was converted. As you can see, ceilings aren't that high. Window units, but they've added forced air here. And so this would be coming out of the old carport that they converted into the kitchen area, stove. That's the living room. We'll go to the bedrooms here in a minute. This walks out to the backyard. They didn't convert the whole thing. Here's the water heater, the storage space. But look at the backyard. Can't beat the space in the backyard. No HOA. And possibly you could put an ADU here. You just have to see what the guidelines and the setbacks are. Okay, go back here. Go to the kitchen. This is the living room. Real wood floor. 3-1, one bathroom. Vanity in the hallway. Here's your breaker box, thermostat. Here's room number 1. Again, real wood, old school. Got your window, closet. Go out of here. Back to the kitchen, take a short left, little closet, and here is the second room. Okay, little closet, coming back out. And you're back in the living room. This is what it's come to and how you can get an affordable home, starter home in a good neighborhood with all the amenities and creature comfort, schools, shopping, good starter home or downsize for someone, or someone that has the mindset of, hey, how can I force or add value by adding an auxiliary dwelling unit in the back to create some income. So that's the lesson today. Get out, ride around in what used to be the original portion of your city, especially if it's grown, the downtown, on some of these smaller cities that might be around the major city that you live in that have been annexed, okay? And you can watch the video, I'll put it up in the description there, where I show you how to use all of these great tools that we have now. Zillow, Google Earth. You can do a lot of this work from the comfort of your home or your cell phone, so that you're not wasting a lot of gas and things of that nature. You're online and finding out the areas that you might want to go and physically look to see what's going on. As Marvin said, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Don't sleep on the older homes, and understand that there's levels. You don't always have to have the biggest or the most at the top of your budget to start off. It's an individual thing on how long it takes you to go up the ladder, right? That's on you. But if you're not there, you're not there. But what you don't want to do is continue to rent, especially if you're in certain income brackets, because you don't have the margin, you don't have enough left over to invest. It's twofold. It covers your shelter that you need, and it's a forced savings account that comes with great tax benefits. So if we could be of any assistance to you, reach out.